Reggae Nights. I am Paul with Gback Media. I am hanging out with one of the most talked about bands at Reggae Rise Up 2026. Guys, who am I hanging out with this morning?
The Rhythm-Inya.
That's
So,
it.
why don't you guys take a little moment, introduce yourselves.
I am Philo. It's short for philosophy, which that name came over a amount of time. Me trying to figure out something shorter than philosophy because it's so long. I am from St. Louis, Missouri. I moved down to St. Peter, Florida, about 5.5 years ago, and I was in a band up there. I want to start a new project and still stay with my other band. And I met Will, and we just vibed and we just started pumping out some super catchy. But yeah, it's a little background on me.
All right.
Mr.
Right
Will.
on. Well, yeah, I was. It's Will Stone. Play with Stan Stone too. I was born in Australia, raised in Guatemala, and my family's from South Carolina. But I've been raised all over the world and speak English and Spanish. And yeah, I moved here again, like 5-6 years ago, something like that. And I came down here just specifically for the music. I didn't have any other plans. I was like, you know what, let's go. And so I've been in St. Pete ever since. And we were like, you know what, we're gonna play Reggae Rise Up. And we're gonna play Janice, and we're gonna start going on tours, and we're gonna just record the best music we can. And it's been hitting heavy hitters all day. Let's go.
Man, I love it. I love it.
That's where
So
I'm at.
we got philosophy coming from the Midwest, right? St. Louis. That's got its own flavor. It's got its own style. When you're raised in that area, I mean, when you leave, you still got part of that, right? And then we got Will coming from Guatemala, Australia, speaking multi languages. Guys, with all these recipes, no wonder you guys got. No, is that how you guys kind of put that name together?
Well, it's funny that you say these recipes because actually our next single coming out is called The Recipe. So yeah, there you go. Tie that one together.
Bam! Look at that for a segue, man. I love it. I love it. So you mentioned you guys just kind of hit it off, right? Now I'm not in a band, and I'm still looking for my musical talent. Nobody will give me a triangle to play on stage yet. So if you guys need a triangle, I got you, right? But I did play sports and playing pickup basketball, right? You got five guys on a team, and you know when you're playing with ballers and you know when you're not. Is it kind of the same way when it comes to music?
Yeah, you know what? Definitely, for sure. If you're talking about other bands, I mean, or if you're talking about people playing with us, other bands for sure. I've played with guys that we just try to give a chance, and I've been that someone gave a chance, and I really like to practice my craft. So, but yeah. I mean, you can tell if someone's really been doing it. Can really do it or not very, very easily for me at least. Because I produce a lot of the background stuff for our tracks. And I'm like, I've had plenty of musicians come in and lay down stuff and then change it. But yeah, it's definitely in. If you've been playing for a long time, you got an aura about you. You know what you're doing. This band started off with just me and Will, and all the musicians that play with us are handpicked. So we're not. It's not. I didn't really get if it was from another band I'm playing with or inside the band. But inside the band, there's no like someone doesn't got it because between
we
me
all
and
got
Will,
it.
I went around the city myself, and keyboardist Whiskers and everybody else, and the person that played hand percussion with us and bass for this from my other band, Gorilla Theory. Everybody's handpicked, so yeah, that's where it's at with that.
So we're building.
Our saxophone player Jamal. I got him off from hanging out, man. He's a legend too, bro. So they all got their spot. You know what I mean?
So if we were building a pickup basketball team, you guys are just picking up the all stars. You know that can ball with you guys.
All day.
We went and picked up everyone. Whiskers, Jamal, Tommy, Cricket, everybody, Adam on our drums. Literally everybody already got picked. So
I mean,
we went through that.
it takes a team to do what you guys do, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the size of the show. Sometimes it's just me and Phil, man. We got to bring that energy too. So. Depends on what we're doing.
With that being said, I'm watching all these comments coming from Reggae Rise Up over the weekend, and I'm seeing your guys' names popping up all over the place. Tell me a little bit about that experience that you had this weekend, Reggae Rise Up 2026.
Let's start it off. Well, yeah, our set came out, and you know, it started pouring rain. There's some issues, especially when you're dealing with a big festival like that, which I've played with my other bands, some big festivals. You know, they expect some things to go wrong. Power blew out. Our bassist amp started going haywire. Like this is all like 15 minutes all the way up to the door gates opening.
Prior to the show.
My backing track went like halftime, like sounded like House of a Thousand Corpse when they're playing that thing at the end, like whirl, whirl, whirl. I was like, oh my god.
We're all looking at each other like, what is going on here?
I reached out. The guy doing the sounds like, you got like 8 minutes, bud, and I'm like, oh my god. And I restarted the computer. We plugged in the bass DI. And they fixed the power, and then everything just worked out.
Just like that.
We were just kept it going through the rain, sent it through, and it worked out, man. We had an 8-minute sound check, and we just like, all right, run it, boys, let's go, and it worked out awesome.
But without those fires, man, you're not going to have the memories. If that makes sense.
Literal fire on the bass amp. The thing was smoking.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, that's how hot you guys are, man. We had to try to cool it down with some Florida rain. But again, when you guys push through something like that, that's just what creates those memories. For a fan, I mean, that's something that you won't forget as well.
Dude, we were stoked to it, and meeting all these new artists and whatnot, and meeting some old legends and going back and forth talking about things. It was just totally worth it, man. It was an exquisite experience for sure.
What were some of the bands that played on that day that you guys were able to see and hang out with?
Well, we had Cypress Hill was there that we were vibing with, and we were honored to share the stage with. Pepper was back there having fun. They were interviewing people and came over and interviewed us, and we're hanging out and just getting wild doing the Pepper thing, man. That was awesome. And we had Slightly Stoopid was back there too, super chill, man. They were, the legends, but super humble and nice, and just awesome guys. And Roots of Creation were great too, man. But that was we lucked out on a main stage with all these big dogs, man.
Man, that's amazing. Now, working with guys that have that kind of experience, were you guys able to pick up any tips, tricks, add anything to your guys' repertoire for setting up, or just when you watch guys that have performed at that level, I'm sure it helps build.
Yeah, well, definitely. Definitely learned some tricks for sure. Like had to see exactly how they're doing it. There's that headliner energy and stuff too that we're still getting there on that one, but we just gotta pick up the little pieces and whatnot. And you can just feel the. We didn't have any pyrotechnics on our stage, you know what I mean? But I guess unless you count the bass amp catching on fire. But yeah, we honestly, it's just trying to get it all dialed up right, And we had the energy though. We had the energy, and we're gonna keep pushing that energy, man. That's what people react to, and that's what they like, and the catchy tunes, and put them together, and that that's the way to do it, dude. And that's for us. We're just blessed,
I'll lean back on my experience with sports, because just when you think you're good, you're going to play somebody that's on another level, and
exactly.
And you can either go home and cry, or you can be like, okay, I need to learn that, or I need to put that into my play. So again, just a tremendous experience for you guys. Did you guys have any family come in town?
So we had, and I'm not sure. I think Phil's camera went off or something like that. I think he's fixing technical difficulties over here. But yeah, no, we did have, let's see, I had like 15 people come in visit. It's my birthday too on the Reggae Rise Up.
Oh man.
So that was fun. But I brought like 15 friends in, and we have a really tight college crew from back in the day. And we came out and had a reunion going on at the same time as Reggae Rise Up, same time as a birthday. same time as all that, rented an awesome Airbnb with all these, oasis pools and a volleyball court and a zip line, and it was fun, man. That was a whole shindig in its own.
Living the
And then
life.
they were all out there in the rain dancing. We had friends flying from. Let's see, we had friends that just flew back from Chile. We had friends flying from Brazil. People flying from Guatemala. We had people flying from all over the world, man. But my immediate family came in from Guatemala and Texas. And so they were out there, and then and then Phil has his family over here living in St. Pete, so they were out there representing as well. And so we had people coming in from all over.
Now, Phil, you said you had a bunch of family and friends come in as well.
Yeah. Oh my God. Most of my family moved here. My immediate family moved here back when I moved here, a little bit before me. And they were all here. Our friends are here. Like I said, my drummer from my other band, Gorilla Theory, shout out Gorilla Theory, and my bassist both came and played with me. They played hand percussion and bass live. And then I had a bunch of friends, I met here, and friends from out of town, St. Louis, that just came, even when I'm staying at my house and stuff. But yeah, they were right up there up front. All these people just came in the rain. Obviously, we're new guys on the block, and it was pouring rain, so you had to have some dedicated people to get up there. I understand that.
They wouldn't stop dancing, dude.
Yeah, and just to touch back real quick, because I could see and hear you guys, but some just stopped working for a second. Yeah, man, we had learning from the legends that were up there was, I only kind of things that really when you work on is maybe just like our teamwork and even like interaction stuff in between us, which takes time to build that stuff. I played a lot of big festivals in my other band, so I usually got my stuff down pat when I went, and Will's got his stuff for his, but I know we need to work as like a group of like how our interactions are and make it a little bit more of a interactive show. But that's what I learned. That's what we learned from the legends for sure. But I mean, other than that, man, everyone said that we had like top-notch energy, which I was trying to go for, even through the muck. And shout out Muck Sticky coming through all the stuff that happened, and I've been through it before, but yeah, it was awesome seeing all the guys up there and learning some stuff.
Oh, for the adversity, the fans dancing in the rain, I bet you that when you ask them, the one thing they remember is going to be you guys in the rain.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying? Just because it makes that experience.
Right. And meeting the legends backstage was great. Shout out to all the ones that actually were nice and talked to us. There was definitely a couple that were like
awesome.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever to us, but it's whatever. You get thousands of people a lifetime walking up to you trying to talk to you. I get it.
Festival style doesn't matter if you're a headliner. Y'all all get 8 minutes for sound checks. It is.
That's it.
It's they got in.
Yeah.
So coming off of a rock star weekend like Reggae Rise Up, it's Tuesday morning, guys. How do you feel?
Man, a little tired out here, but catching up on stuff and checking through all the media. I definitely slept a lot yesterday after all that, dude. After entertaining that many people and hanging out with all the different crowds of people, and I said I had all those people in town as well, and family in town, and then everybody dipped out, and it's just like, oh, you get a minute to zen out. You know what I mean? Like that was honestly, it's duly needed. But
clean, hang out with my dog, get back on track. Just in general, man. And we got so many people hitting us up. Honestly, Will, I just got another show offered to us right before this interview. We got so many.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I would say enjoy the energy, enjoy the adrenaline dump, because y'all need to get juiced back up, because I got a feeling you guys are going to be in high demand over the next 6 months.
Let's juice it, boys.
Get it juiced.
That's what I need.
Speaking of other gigs, tell me about some other venues you've played in. Do you guys have any favorite venue you enjoy playing at?
So Janice Live here in St. Pete is probably our favorite venue that we've played so far. That one's awesome. I mean, we always have fun at our little home spot, Bayboro Brewing. We fly to St. Louis sometimes and play. There's a place called the Boathouse. Shout out, that's a good one as well. Yeah, around town, probably Janice would be our number one spot that we've rocked, and we're actually playing again with the Supervillains coming up on April 3rd.
Ooh,
We're about to rock that one too.
that's
So
a show.
hey, we're back. We're back. They can't keep us away, man. We love it.
So for anybody,
the manager for the Supervillains who just hit me up, Will. So we'll have to talk about that.
there you go, guys.
But yeah,
that's perfect.
Here with us for sure, Janice Live. It's just such a vibe, and it feels like home at this point. Aside from Bayboro, I got to put in, because I've played a lot of shows in my other band. We played there's this place that used to be called Wakarusa, and it's on top of a festival, like huge festival on top of a mountain in Arkansas, and that's probably my favorite place I've ever played.
In Arkansas? I'm gonna have to put that on the bucket list.
On the top of a mountain. Now they throw a festival called Wakan there. They might, and we played there with Pigeons playing ping pong at a place at the festival was called Backwoods, and that was awesome. Yeah, that's probably my favorite place. And Summer Camp Music Festival, that was awesome too. But that was just like a mass amount of big artists. But here with the Rhythm-Inya, Janice Live is our spot, and we're playing it again. We got together. I've sat there in front of my other bandmates and stuff that were down here. I at Janice Live. I was like, I'm playing that. Will said the same thing. Like, we're playing this stage. And then also I went to Reggae Rise. Like, I'm playing that no matter what's happening. And within 3 years of us starting this band or whatever and putting out our music, we're doing it. So I think we're doing pretty good right now.
Yes, you guys are. Now, for anybody that hasn't been to Janice Live, explain to me how that venue's set up and what the vibe's like.
There's a coyote. There's a coyote running down the street, bro. What is going on?
Oh, you're playing.
Sorry, side note.
I was like, that's how you're gonna explain the venue?
I'm like, is that a new band? Like, I haven't heard them yet, but we need to talk to them.
What is going on?
In downtown St. Petersburg here, there is the Central Street, and it's a main strip of bars. It's a whole block of bars. It's a square, and in the middle of them, there's an opening in between two of the bars, and it goes into the middle of the building, and it's an open air venue, and it's like, it's like a 2,300 person venue with upstairs balconies, and there's apartments on top of these bars, and like anyone that's in these apartments can watch all the shows for free, or if they don't want to watch them, then they have to listen to them for free. But it's just set up so awesome. Big stage. Nice, cool green rooms upstairs. Deck that goes all the way around the back, kind of New Orleans kind of looking style if you've been there, and like cobblestone floor. And just right in the middle of the building.
Janice Live, definitely a vibe.
Oh yeah,
and their sound is really great, dude. The sound guys are like, I've learned to love these guys very much. I've dealt with plenty of sound guys that are this, that, nice assholes, blah blah. Excuse my language, but I've dealt with a lot of sound guys, and these guys, I don't deal with them at all. They're super nice.
They just do it, huh?
They do exactly.
That really helps, doesn't it? When you got a good crew, when you're rolling into a place with a good crew.
Oh my God, yeah. Sometimes you get sound guys that just like have dealt with it all, and they just don't want to. They don't want to put up with your stuff at all, and they're just like.
So when are you guys at Janice? When you guys going back to Janice?
April 3rd we show up with the Supervillains. That'll be a good one.
April 3rd, Janice Live.
And Discord Theory, that's the other band.
Discord Theory. It's a pretty good lineup.
So they sound pretty sweet, man. Some ska kind of punk band. So
let's go.
Yeah, switch up from the last set, which was very, very chill and deep. But we got plenty of stuff in our arsenal. So
yeah, we got all the different vibes.
So where do you guys see yourselves in 6 months from now, in a year from now, and in 5 years from now?
I see myself for sure in 6 months really buckling down our shows. See, I own a painting contract company too, and I kind of want to, I've been working a long time with that and doing music too, and it's been hard to like really push away from it, let that go, and really focus on music. But everything, I've been working super hard and working overtime on hours with that and this to really push the music. And I I've been doing that for a long time, but I'm ready to get away from it and really focus. I've been wanting to do music like as my full time everything for so long, and not really focus on anything else besides the stuff that comes with it, like setting up merch and stuff. So I see myself or us in doing way more shows within 6 months and a lot more offers to do. And I see myself within a year to give up the contracting and go straight for music. And then 5 years to us be living that life that we've been pushing for. So,
oh yeah. And personally, like to get 5 years from now, I see us, full on touring. I want to be touring internationally. I want to go because we'll hit that Spanish bracket too with the English and Spanish, and we got friends all over the world, and we like to share our music all over, man. And we play all different genres too, so we want to be melting in with all different kinds of musicians from all over the place. So that's one of our goals right now coming up, and honestly, we want to play Red Rocks coming up soon too, man. That's a goal of mine.
Oh man, that's a nice bucket list right there. So this is where I see you guys. All right, we'll start at 5 years. In 5 years, you're going to be those bands that everybody's going to be looking at, calling. They're going to be calling you guys uncle, getting advice. Right? So you guys will be the unks out on tour. And then in 1 year, I'm going to see you guys back at Reggae Rise Up for sure.
Let's go.
And then in 6 months, I'm going to see you guys in Venice, Florida at Reggae Nights on the island at Maxine Barrett Park.
we're definitely doing that.
That's going to be fun, guys. I'm so looking forward to that. That's going to be October 3rd, Reggae Nights on the island. I think this is our 4th or our 5th year down here for doing the Venice Reggae Festival.
Yeah, as soon as Will was like, talking to you guys about that and said it to me, I was like, say less, dude. I'm in.
Let's go. I'm in.
Say less. I am in.
All right, guys. So, if we want to learn more about you, can we find you guys on social media?
You can find us on social media, the Rhythm-Inya on, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
All our music's on Spotify and any other way that you listen to music. We got all of the distributors.
We also got, I said it before, but we had to figure some things out with my mastering technician. But this week, by the end of the week, we'll be announcing release date for our next song, The Recipe. And then we have songs that are just going to be coming every month after that. We have a lot of songs, and we're ready to start putting them out. So, if you guys like our music from before, it's a kind of cliche for a band. Yeah, it's cliche for a band to say this, but our new music is us really tuning in, and we're actually diversifying. We're always going to keep that reggae base, but we have a lot of genres. We listen to everything. Everyone says that, but we really everything. We're mixing that stuff in, so we got and everything's catchy, and we got some other artists that are joining up and stuff like that. So I'm so excited for this.
Guys, you are putting in the work. It is showing. One of the most talked about bands over Reggae Rise Up, St. Pete 2026, Rhythm-Inya. They're going to be coming to Venice, Florida, October 3rd, 2026, Reggae Nights on the island. Guys, I appreciate you taking out the time and talking with me today.
Thank you. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Appreciate the good vibes and the invitation. We can't wait to come to the island, man.
Can't wait, man. I'll see you guys then.
All right.